Hi, I'm Dr. Chad Larson. Your general health is totally dependent upon the health of your gastrointestinal system. So if you have any issues with your gastrointestinal tract, that could affect your general health. In particular, we featured a couple of articles this week that discuss the integrity of your gut barrier system. So if there's a problem with that barrier system, then you can get something called leaky gut, or more technically we call it intestinal permeability. And what that means is, see, our gut is directly exposed to the outside world. And when we consume foods, there's a barrier system in the lining of the gut that helps to differentiate between friend and foe. And this functional unit inside the gut is called a tight junction. And this tight junction is part of several layers of a gut barrier system. But if there's some destruction of the tight junction that makes up that gut barrier, then toxins and chemicals and bacteria and various things are allowed to get through that barrier system without being broke down, without being eliminated out of the body. In fact, even foods that are otherwise totally healthy foods, if they're not being broken down properly, then and if there's a gut barrier compromise, then they can get through that tight junction, and the body could see it as a bad guy, and it could start to create inflammatory problems, and it could start to trigger your immune system, leading to other problems that could turn into a systemic illness. So leaky gut or intestinal permeability has been linked to many conditions, including a lot of different autoimmune conditions like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, but it's also been associated with other chronic conditions that aren't necessarily autoimmune, but are kind of our chronic degenerative conditions like osteoporosis. It's also been correlated with other conditions like allergies, asthma, autism. So the structural integrity of our gut and this very important barrier system is paramount to general health in the body. So if you have any of these conditions, or you've been tested for leaky gut, and there's tests out there for compromise to the gut barrier. If you have any of these conditions or have been tested and you know you have leaky gut, then it needs to be fixed. And there's various things that one can do to help fix their gut barrier. First of all, we have to get to the underlying trigger. There could be certain environmental triggers or imbalance in gut bacteria and things like that. But there's also some good nutrients that have been shown to be very helpful for healing the gut lining. This week we featured glutamine. The amino acid glutamine has been shown to be very effective in maintaining the integrity of the gut barrier and fixing gut barrier issues. Glutamine is also good for other things, like helps for muscle protection, helps with the immune system. There's also an interesting product by a company called Pure Encapsulations called GI Fortify. It has a whole bunch of different ingredients in it that round out and make a very good comprehensive gut repair program. So you can check that one out. There's also some key nutrients that are just really important for gut immune health, like vitamin A, vitamin D. We've talked about vitamin D about 1 million times, and to have that tested. Also, fish oils have been shown to be very anti-inflammatory and important for proper gut function. And also probiotics. If there's an imbalance of the good and bad bacteria of the gut, probiotics have been shown to be very helpful for that.